I reloaded it, and we are live.
Oh, good. All right, good.
And it's zoomed in on Bob since he was the last one to talk.
Yes.
Let's call this meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In our vision statement, connecting, engaging, and growing, have consideration of agenda amendments or deletions.
We do not have any.
We don't have it. Good, good. Any public comment? I think that is enough.
Awfully quiet.
Move along to new business. Collective bargaining agreement, public hearing.
For our collective bargaining agreement, we have met, the administration and the ECTA have met on 3 or 4 occasions. We met on several occasions, and we have a few changes. The most notable is that we are moving the base salary from $43,000 to $45,000 to be compliant with legislation. And that is also, we are changing our increments, and our top of our salary schedule is now moving from $75,000 to $76,100. We did add a note that if a member of the bargaining unit reaches age 65 and opts to take the Millie Morgan benefit option, that they are to notify the central office. And we also added that new hires employed prior to the ratification of this contract, their starting salary is below $45,000, while their salary adjusted upward in the amount necessary to bring the new starting salary to $45,000 minimum. We added, we revised the class coverage language to compensate elementary teachers who help when we're short subs, to compensate them $35, which is up from $25. And the high school teachers that help with sub coverage on their preps remains at $25. However, because of the block schedule, there are times where the high school staff would have a double prep and they'd be giving up 2 preps. And so their compensation would be $50. We added language that all PTO days must be used before staff can begin using accumulated days. And we added language that PTO days cannot be used. The language did say used to extend school breaks, but we added the language for holiday weekends as well, that those need to be pre-approved. We increased bereavement days from 4 days to 5 days for the death of family members. And we added assault leave, that if a bargaining unit member is absent from work due to injury that directly results from a student assault, the teacher's injury is covered by workman's comp. The board shall pay the salary difference between the teacher's normal per diem rate and the income the teacher receives from workman's comp up to a maximum of 90 days. And then we added also day of assault threat leave, that if the superintendent determines the teacher's assaulted physically or verbally, that they will not be charged the time. They will have an administrative leave, and that there will be a safety plan in place upon their return. And that were the major revisions, I believe. Do you have anything you'd like to add to that?
No, you've covered it all.
All right. You could open the public hearing at this time now if you'd like. Mr. Bach?
We will open the public hearing on the collective bargaining agreement 2025-26.
So we provided an overview.
Yeah. Any questions or comments from the board? No. How about anyone out there?
Can't hear him back.
Hearing no further comments, I now close the public hearing on the collective bargaining agreement.
We will have a special board meeting session next Monday to ratify the collective bargaining agreement. Also, under new business for discussion purposes, I've provided the board with information on policy analytics. They provide a comprehensive financial look at our property taxes and help with projecting our cash flow. And I would like the board to consider us adding their financial services. Any questions or discussions about that at this
I
time?
think we should go ahead and get them moving as quickly as possible. We need to get the results.
Yeah.
Use it for planning.
I concur.
So were you hoping to get the approval tonight?
No, Monday. Monday's meeting, we'll get an approval.
Because,
We'll get an official approval Monday.
okay.
So we'll take it for vote Monday.
Which package were
Can't
you
do it
thinking?
today.
Yes.
Which package were you thinking?
The comprehensive package.
Which would be, the only concern I had, and I've expressed this, is that how do you coordinate?
Yeah.
We have with the reading going stage left and them coming in
Right.
stage right.
Yep.
You know, and they're both still on the stage for a while.
Correct. And right now, we're continuing to use Reedy for our bond. And as far as being able to use policy analytics and get them going as soon as possible, we're already able to start sharing information with them. And so Brian's able to start sharing information to work on our cash flow reports.
McGowan Insurance.
McGowan Insurance, we passed a resolution to end services with S-Craft in order to shop around for insurance, provided the board with proposal and packet to switch our liability insurance to McGowan Insurance. Again, just wanted to present this with the board in a public session to see if you had any questions or any further discussion. I'd like the board to consider this and to vote on it next week as well in our meeting next Monday.
I assume they're feeling comfortable that they're already negotiating or kind of working up to.
They have everything set. The only thing that was hanging out there was our tail. If you remember from the previous discussion.
Yeah.
So we did get an answer on that, and our tail is covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caught in the door a lot.
Yeah, so our tail is covered, and so we don't need any additional coverage on that. So,
Steve?
That's good.
That one's a no-brainer.
that's all I have for tonight.
So we have a special meeting on Monday, 5:30?
5:45.
That's right.
So I can get here.
Right. And our regular meeting is at 7 on the 20th.
Yep.
Right here. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion, how about a second? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
I said, you just didn't hear it.
You can do it now, even though it's not.